I just wanna be high. I just wanna be high. Oh, if it just fly in the blue sky, I just wanna be. Hey, hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Junior's World of Soul. I am back with the new video. As y'all can see, I came in with the banger from Madicin. Hi, yo. This song was my favorite song of 2017. Yo, DJ Camper blessed Madicin with this joint. Yo, this song, everything about this song was just perfect. It was current, it was still soulful, everything about it was just dope. So it was nominated. When I found out it was nominated for Best R&B Performance, I said, oh, Madicin's gonna get one. She's finally gonna get one, because she's been nominated 9 times before this 3 that she got. And I was like, yo, she's finally going to get one, because she's deserving of it. Like, she really, really is deserving of it. Madicin has been consistent ever since she came out. But now, you know, she was more jazz. But then she started, like, 2007, 2008. She started, you know, coming around a little bit of the R&B, a little bit of that, you know, urban contemporary. So I was liking it, and I loved her transition. So when I saw her on that, I was like, yes, yes, she got one. She's going to win. And then she didn't. And she didn't. And y'all, I was so hurt by that, because I was like, yo, Madicin deserved that. For Best R&B Performance, production-wise, and vocals, I was like, yo, that joint is dope. This song should have won. So then, speaking of losers of the 2018 Grammys, it was another artist that I wanted to win Best R&B Album. And I'm talking about PJ Morton with Gumbo. And I really wanted him to win. I really, really did. Because I was like, yo, the Gumbo album was one, if not one of the best albums of 2017. But one of the best, if not the best R&B album of 2017. That album was just amazing. It was dope. Like, everybody, it got critical acclaim. So when I saw that he got 2 nominations, he got for Best R&B Song, he got for Best R&B Album, I was like, ooh, he gonna get one. So I was so happy, because I was like, yo, Madicin is gonna get one, because I've been talking about High. If you follow me on social media, I've been talking about High. I've been talking about the Gumbo album. Like, I was like, yo, they finally gonna get one. They finally gonna get one, and they both lost it. And it kind of hurt a little bit, but then I looked at the person that won, and it was Bruno Mars. And respect to Bruno Mars. I definitely give him respect, for real. But as far as the Grammys, you know, it was such a complete, people was going off, and people was like, this is whack, and you know, Bruno Mars is a culture vulture, which is completely untrue. But I'm like, y'all, we can't keep getting mad at the same thing. We've been getting mad at the same thing every year. I remember in 2015, I was so pissed off that BJ the Chicago Kid did not win for R&B album, and he didn't win for Best R&B Performance for Turn It Up. I was like, yo, he should have won. I was going crazy, but then I had to step back for a minute. I'm like, wait a minute. The Grammys been disrespecting R&B for the longest, for the past almost 10 years now. It's like R&B has been getting dissed. Like, it's so crazy now that none of the awards are given on the live broadcast. That's how much mainstream really pushes R&B to the side. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. And it's just like, you know, I understand what people were saying when it came to Bruno Mars and him winning. And then everybody kind of goes back to what Stephanie Mills said. She was like, yo, you know, they want R&B, but they don't want it from us. And then now it's like, yo, you get it. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, let me turn this off. Bruno Mars, I really like him as an artist. I think, you know, I went to his concert last year. He was my favorite concert of the year. Like, Bruno Mars as an artist is one of my favorite artists out there right now. But I feel like when it came to R&B categories, why was he in it? Because the reason why I say that is because he was in R&B categories, but he wasn't in any pop. But his audience is a pop audience, so his audience is gonna go out and buy whatever he does. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like when it came to R&B, yes, it was an R&B based album, but it was sold to the pop public. It wasn't sold as an quote-unquote R&B album. It was sold to the pop audience. When you go on iTunes or whatever, I know when I brought it, that thing says pop. So I'm like, why wasn't he in the category with Ed Sheeran? And why wasn't he for best pop vocal album? But he was all in the R&B categories. And I'm like, well, that's a little unfair, because I'm like, everybody that's voting will look at that category. A lot of them don't know who Aleesia is. A lot of them don't know who PJ Morton is, but they know who Bruno Mars is. A lot of them don't know who Musiq Soulchild is, even though Musiq Soulchild has been out since 2000, but they don't really know him, the ones that's voting, because quote unquote he's not relevant, as they say. So when they see Bruno Mars in every one of those categories, they're gonna vote for him. And it's like, but this is R&B. This is R&B. He's being paid on pop radio, and he's also getting played on R&B, but he's really getting played on pop. So I'm like, he should have won for best pop solo performance, and he should have been in those. When it came to R&B, we should stick to R&B. You know what I'm saying? Let PJ Morton pick up one. Let Aleesia pick up one. They make R&B music, and that's their core, and that's who their music is presented to, the R&B audience. So if they're presented to the R&B audience, they should win R&B awards. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And people is calling Bruno Mars a culture vulture, and that's not right. He's not. Bruno Mars has always showed love to R&B music. He always says his influences are James Brown, Prince, Stevie Wonder. He was in a doo-wop group. He was inspired by the Drifters, and when he was a kid, and then when he became a teenager, he started really loving R&B music. But his label brought him in as a pop artist. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? But he always respect R&B music. His first award was at the BET Awards when he won for him and B.O.B. for the song Nothing on You. And he talked about that. So I do understand the outpour, but even if Aleesia and PJ Morton would have won, they wouldn't even got the respect on the live broadcast, because they don't even put hours on the live broadcast anymore. You know, we don't get that. We don't get that anymore. The last one they put on was in 2014, and the only reason why they did that because Beyonce was in the category, but she was also in it for best R&B, she had the album of the year, record of the year, song of the year. She was all in major categories. And they knew they weren't going to give it to her. But for ratings, they like, okay, we got to let her win on the live broadcast. So we got to put an R&B, category in there so we know she'll win. She won for Drunken Love as the best R&B performance. Think about that, y'all. Like, y'all know what it is. That's why it's like, we can't keep getting mad when we know how things are. And that's why it's like, you can't be mad if you're not supporting R&B. You know what I mean? You say, oh yes, I love it, and I love R&B music, and you get pissed off and start going on Twitter rants. But if you ain't going to support these R&B, artists like Aleesia and PJ Morton and Musiq Soulchild and all these artists, then you can't talk anything. You know what I'm saying? But again, I'm not dissing Bruno Mars. I, was actually happy that he won 6, but I would have rather. He got the big awards. He got the song of the year. He got the record of the year. He got the album of the year. Then you're going to give him best R&B album too? It's like, let us at least have that. Let us have that. You know what I'm saying? Because he won the General, which General is supposed to be all genres, and he won it with album of the year. So let somebody like PJ Morton that doesn't have that mainstream, that probably will never get into the album of the year category, let him win for best R&B album. Let Aleesia win for best R&B performance. You know what I'm saying? And the same song that he won for best R&B song and performance, he won Song of the Year for. So it's like, really, Grammys? For real? But like I told PJ Morton on Twitter last night, I told him, y'all will win this anyway, because so many people connected to the Gumbo album. So many people love the song High. So many people love the Let Love Rule album. So y'all captured y'all audience. Y'all was selling out on your tour. That just goes to show, does the Grammys really mean anything? Do we really gonna get mad at that? I don't. I just know what it is. That's why I put on my Facebook wall yesterday. I said, okay, the R&B categories have been done, so now I'm just watching the Grammys for the live performances. because the category that I love already done been done with the pre-broadcast. So what do I care? You know what I'm saying? So y'all, I get the outpour and everybody mad at the end of the day, but we know how this goes. So just support the music, and that's just all we can do. You know what I'm saying? But again, respect to Bruno Mars. But y'all know why. Oh, before I even go into that, I want to say, you know, my favorite actually moment of the Grammys was when her name is Aleesia Cara. Her speech at the end when she said, yo, so many people make great music and don't get the love that they deserve. And I said, damn, she sounds like a current R&B bangers. I said, yes, 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 yes. I was like, thank you, thank you. And I'm going to put that in the more info box so y'all can just watch the end. It was just the last like 20 seconds. And they tried to cut her off because she was speaking some truth. But that's neither here nor there. But you know, I said she sound like a current R&B bangers video. So y'all know why we here. We're here for the weekly current R&B bangers. Y'all know why I do this. You know what I'm saying? Here at Junior's World of Soul, we're going to continue to prove to mainstream world that R&B ain't dying as much as y'all trying to push it to the side and say that it's dying and get the world to think that it's dying, but it's not. And at Junior's World of Soul, we're going to continue to prove that. So, you know, I got 4 bangers for y'all this week. Four nice bangers for y'all this week. So let's get it started. Hopefully y'all enjoy them. Hopefully y'all support them after y'all hear like these clips of them. So let's get this started. So starting with the first banger is coming from a 2000s vet. I'm talking about Craig David. And y'all remember his joint, the 7 Days joint, or y'all remember this joint? This joint used to knock. Come on. Y'all cannot tell me y'all can't remember this. So here we go. Can you feel me? Y'all remember that joint? That joint used to be my song, y'all. Like, I literally used to sing that song like crazy around the house. And my mother used to be like, can you shut up? Can you shut up? And my brother Vernon used to be like, can you shut up? Because I used to like the song. They used to play it on BET. It used to be on MTV, VH1 when they played videos. But, yo, I used to always, and the verses was fast. So it took me a minute to try to get it. But when I did, sometimes I would sound good and sometimes I would sound bad. And that's why my family would be like, can you shut up? But that was my joint, though. You know what I'm saying? And his album, Born to Do It, yo, I used to play that joint. I used to play that joint like crazy. And then it was just like right after then, after like 2002, I kind of fell off with Craig David. It was like I started really getting into other artists. And it was just like, I know he was making new music, but it was like, I really didn't have a desire to want to listen to it. It's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy. It was a few weeks ago. SoundCloud, y'all. SoundCloud is becoming one of my best friends because I'm finding new music on there because now they letting you, you know, they looking at what you choose on SoundCloud and they starting to, you know, let you make stations and all this kind of stuff. So I got a station where they play a lot of the new, you know, songs that people put up on their SoundCloud pages. So it's dope. So a couple of weeks ago, I was sitting here and I think I was just chilling, to be honest with you. And, it was like I had that playing, and then it was this song, because I was about to go to the bathroom. And then I'm walking to the bathroom. I'm like, yo, this song is dope. Who is this? Who is this? So I run back and look, and I'm like, yo, this is Craig David. I was like, not Fill Me In, Craig David. I was like, damn, he's still making music? No shade, but I was like, he's still making music? And he was like, yeah, he's still making music. And the joint was called I Know You. And I was like, oh, okay, I like this joint. So he got some new music. Let me see what's up. You know what I'm saying? Then, you know, the creative mind just started, you know, flowing. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, I went online. And I was like, yo, let me check this out. So I saw that he had a new album that he was coming out with in January. He was calling it The Time Is Now. And I was like, whoa, he calling it The Time Is Now? It's like, what, he going to retire if this joint don't work? But mind you, he had a lot of music between 2000 and 2017. So I'm like, oh, snap. Like, he do got a lot of music, you know, I need to check out. But then he had a joint, the new album, it was going to be called The Time Is Now. So I was like, all right, yo, let me go from there, and then I'm going to work my way back. So Friday, he just released it. He released it on I guess, all streaming networks and all that good stuff. And yo, this album gave me the Craig David that I like on the Born to Do It album. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got some bangers on this joint. Heartline, Brand New, Get Involved. And it definitely has the flavor that you like. Like, he has the R&B on there. He has the soulful joints on there. But he has, you know, some dance. You know what I'm saying? It has different genres on there. And that's what Craig David was about when we were introduced to him in the 2000s. So I was like, all right, I can dig it. But then it got to one song, y'all, that I kept playing over and over and over and over again. I was like, yo, this joint is a banger. And it was the same producer that did Mary's Telling the Truth. And now I can't pronounce his name right, so I'm going to spell it and then I'm going to say it. You spell it Kaytranada. And I'm going to say Kaytranada. Hopefully, I hope that's the name you pronounce it. This dude production is so fresh. It's so fresh, and I think it's needed. And I felt like if Capitol Records would have released Telling the Truth, it could have worked, and the Strength of Woman album could have been pushed a little further than it was. But this ain't about Mary. This is about Craig David. And Live in the Moment is a banger. This joint is it. This joint make you move. When you hear it, it's a knocker. Yo, for real, this joint needs to be a single. It's R&B, but it has that current swag to it, and it's dope. And the first song on current R&B bangers is Live in the Moment by Craig David. So here we go. Live in the moment. One door closes, another one opens. In the moment. Ha! Come on. Hey! Woo! Take it back like, woo! Oh, come on, y'all. That joint is a banger. I don't care what you say. When that clip was playing, you want Moving With Me, something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? That production is crazy. Crazy fresh, yo. Like, it is crazy fresh. I sound so 80s. Crazy fresh. But, yo, this joint needs to be a single. Look, Craig David, if you or anybody in your team see this video, you need to make this a single. Make the label put all the money behind it. I'm telling you, people will really, really like it. It's a dope record. It's featuring a rapper. His name is Gold Link. Like, yo, this song is a banger, yo. Like, for real. I can see the video. I can see everything. Put the money behind this joint. This joint is fire. It's so fire. I can't wait till I get home this weekend. And it's going to be my mom's birthday this weekend. And I'm taking her out or whatever. But, you know, when I pick up from work, I'm going to be playing, you know, a lot of the current R&B songs that I talk about in my videos. And I'm going to play this song. And 9 times out of 10, if we at a stoplight, and I'm telling you, you know, because me and mom do hit up the bar before we go home, okay? Don't judge us either here or there. But, yo, I can see her when we at a stoplight. She will get out and start jamming because it just has that, it feel good. So let's live in the moment. Like, you want to get out and groove to it, yo. Like, for real, this joint is a banger, y'all. But, y'all, check out his album, The Time Is Now. You know, I think, like I said, it has some bangers on it, but Live in the Moment, that's one right there. So, the first joint on current R&B bangers is Live in the Moment by Craig David. Alrighty, so the next artist is an artist that I was introduced to in October of 2017. His name is Madicin. Now, he's written songs for Kenny Lattimore, Day 26, Jacob Lattimore. Like, the dude's pen is a problem. Like, the dude's pen is crazy, and he can sing, y'all. Y'all know how I am when it comes to these computer vocals. I will not talk about you on current R&B bangers. I wouldn't talk to you thoroughly. I will maybe let you get the last song and, you know, jam out to it. Because I know that I don't want to talk about you because your vocals ain't there. But that's neither here nor there. But, yo, this dude is dope. And that's why on current R&B bangers last year, I talked about his joint. And the joint makes you want to dance. And during that time, I was going through a little something because I was, you know, I was seeing some stuff. And I was like, just know I know. Like, I'm looking at, like, if you think I'm stupid, Try me. I ain't stupid. And then when I heard this song, I was like, oh, Lord Madicin, you speaking for me? And then the joint had a little smooth vibe to it, because then I can be in my whip. Just know I know. Like, it's dope. So here's a sample of Just Know I Know. Here we go. Don't. Just know I know. Don't. Tell your friends you ain't leaving. Just know they know. Don't. So, like, during that time, I was more emotional to the record, and that's why I really like it. But then now, I still like it, because I wouldn't talk about it on current R&B bangers if I didn't. But it just has that little bounce to it. You know what I'm saying? It has a nice little bounce to it, and it's crazy because I was going out Saturday and it played on my playlist, and I was just like, hey, I was in the car just rocking to it like, this joint knock, you know what I'm saying? But I follow him on social media. I'm gonna put all his info in the more info box, and I was seeing that he was coming out with a new EP, and he was like, yo, I'm coming out with a new EP, watch out for it. So this Friday he finally came out with the EP. It's entitled Remain Silent. Yo, this album is definitely a current album. It's definitely current. It connects to the current. But I ain't old. I'm going to let you know that now. I'm not old. You know what I'm saying? But I do want to party sometimes. And sometimes I'm not into just hearing, you know, I'm saying, oh, God, I feel like being emotional and all this. I want to party sometimes. I'm not thinking about my emotion. I just want to drink and party. Have my cup and let's do this. And this album does it, for real. And it got some bangers on it. Remain Silent is a banger. Joint is a banger. He opened EP with that joint. Appetite. Appetite will make your playlist. Believe it. Believe it. And that good. That's bangers. But it was this one joint that I kept playing over and over again. And I couldn't believe I was playing it over and over again because it was so current. But it doesn't matter. Good music is good music. You can't hate on it. And like I said, he can really sing, so it really didn't matter. So the joint is called Salute. And like I told you on IG, Madicin, you got one with this one. So here is Salute, y'all. You know I gotta salute y'all. Salute y'all. You know I gotta salute y'all. When I salute y'all, salute. When I salute y'all, salute y'all. Woo! Know what I'm saying? I'm loving the vibe. Like, his vibe is still smooth, but it's still current. You know what I'm saying? Because Just Know I Know has that little nice little rock to it, and this joint do too. And I kept playing this joint over and over again. I was like, oh yeah, so I guess I gotta talk about this on current R&B bangers. He got a banger with this one. So yo, Madicin, put the promo money behind this. I know on your YouTube you were when you were kind of, I guess, doing the artwork for the album, and you had people talking about the album and all this, you was playing this joint. You know this joint is a banger. So, yo, make this joint a single. Put the promo money behind it. Let's get a video. I could imagine the video, you being in the club and everybody just rocking to it. You know what I'm saying? And like a nice little dance to it or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I could see it. That's why I'm like, yo, this joint is a banger, yo, for real. So, y'all, check out Madicin's EP, Remain Silent. And jam to it. I'm telling you, it's definitely a current vibe, but he still got them slow joints on there like Appetite. But yo, Salute is a banger, and this joint just goes in. So yo, that is the second joint of current R&B banger. That's Madicin with Salute. The next artist I discovered on my favorite website, YouKnowIGotSoul.com. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to YouKnowIGotSoul.com, man. They are one of the best when it comes to, you know, indie artists and talking about real R&B. We need sites like that, not sites that use R&B just for, you know, for clicks. Nah, forget that. But her name is Melat. And when I heard her joint, because I went and actually listened to the joint first, I was like, ooh, I like this production. This production is crazy. This production is dope. But then I said, wait a minute, Junior, okay, the song is hot. But y'all know how I do. I'm not going to talk about an artist if the vocals ain't right. I'm not here for computer vocals. We need real vocals on mainstream radio. I want to hear them real vocals. So I go to her SoundCloud page. I kind of go down a good bit. And she has an interview that she did in her hometown. She's from Austin, Texas. And she did an interview, and then she did a live performance of her song, Twisted Metal. And it's just the piano and her vocals. And I liked it. I liked it because it gave me Sade, but she still has some soul in there too. Not saying Sade don't have soul, y'all, but she had the soul in there, and it was just raw. And then she just has a different sound. And I was like, okay, I like it. It's like a sultry sound, but it sounds good. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, this girl could sing, so cool. So I went back and listened to the joint, and the joint is entitled Push. The joint goes hard. The beat is sick. And this, like I said, it has a hip-hop production to it. And this song is just it, y'all. So enough talking. Here's Melat's Push. Here we go. Come on, bring it back like, woo, ha, come on, hey, push, ha, coming in like this, hey, yo, that production is crazy, yo, and y'all see her, you know, her sultry vocals on there, and she's riding the beat. You know what I'm saying? That's how you do it. When you get a hip-hop beat, you ride it the right way. No matter how your vocals is, you ride the beat right, yo, you make the song, like, out there. And that's what she did with this joint. The producer, his name is Jan Sport J. And, yo, he produced the hell out of this beat. He also did Fan Club for her, and he did The Now, and he did Day Trip. Them joints not, too. But, like, I'm definitely, like I said, I just was introduced to her by You Know I Got Soul. So I'm, like, checking out her stuff, and I'm just liking the production that Jan Sport J is giving her. And it's like, the one, I think, Fan Club has a soulful sound to it. And I was like, ooh, woo, like, I'm liking this. So, yo, I'm going to put all her info in the more info box. I'm going to put her SoundCloud. I'm going to put her Instagram, her Twitter, all that, y'all. Check her out. She is dope, for real. Like, really, really check her out. But Push is on streaming networks. It's on Spotify, iTunes, all that good stuff. So, this joint is called Push from Melat. Okay, the last artist is a 90s vet. I am talking about Trina Broussard. Now, we were all introduced to her by her version of Inside My Love by Minnie Riperton. She bodied it. And I ain't even going to talk. I'm going to just let y'all get a little sample of it. And here we go. It goes a little something like this. Just let her take it. See inside me, will you come inside me? Huh? Inside me, come inside me. Do you wanna run inside my love? Woo! Like, she bodied that, y'all. God, I be wishing I could play the whole song for y'all, man. But yo, she bodied it, and what I love about her version is she did not try to sound like Minnie Riperton. She didn't even hit the high notes y'all know that Minnie Riperton is known for. She made it her own, and that joint was dope. And that's how we were all introduced to Trina. Now, I know she was signed with Jermaine Dupri back in '98, and she wrote for a lot of people. And the song that I was tight, because one thing somebody said on Twitter, I'm talking about another one of my music brothers, his name is Eric. And y'all need to check out his page too. It's ebforprez.com. And this dude, yo, takes it back. Yo, this dude is dope. I'll put his info in the more info box too. But y'all know it's great when we used to have albums where we used to be able to look at who wrote and arranged and all that. So I know a lot of my favorite songs from on the album. I would look at who wrote this, who produced it, who arranged it, who's the background vocalist, what's this. So Trina helped Jermaine Dupri write Here We Go Again on Aretha Franklin's 1998 A Rose Is Still a Rose, that album where she used a lot of the young cats that was popping. They did a lot like Lauryn Hill, Puffy, JD, like, you know what I'm saying? They gave Aretha some bangers because that album is dope. You should definitely check it out. But the joint Here We Go Again, when I saw her name, and it was like, okay, I want to check this girl out. Like, does she have any other music? But Here We Go Again is a banger. And if y'all don't know how Here We Go Again, I gotta give y'all a sample of it. Yo, this JD gave her a banger, and Trina helped co-wrote the hell out of this joint. So here we go. Here it is. Here we go again with the same old song. Straighten up your... Go ahead, Rita. All this time. Oh, man, I remember when we had that album, man. We used to play this, and I used to be like, yo, Ma, let me get the cassette. Because when we had the cassettes back then, man, and I would look, and I'd be like, oh, okay, it was Jermaine Dupri, Trina Broussard. I'm like, okay, these are the writers, you know what I'm saying? But then... after then, I heard she was with Jermaine Dupri, so she was definitely helping for artists that, you know, he was doing, and she was help writing and all that good stuff. But then I heard she went to Motown. She left. I don't know what happened. I guess, you know, stuff didn't work out, and I think she was supposed to put an album out, and it was delayed, and she just moved on to Motown, because then I remember she had a song called Sailing. And I remember that joint being played on WBLS a lot. And I was like, oh, okay, that's the girl that wrote Here We Go Again for Aretha Franklin when I heard the name. So I was like, oh, okay. And then after that, it's like I kind of fell off, you know, on Trina. But then last Thursday, was it last? Yes, it was last Thursday after I did the radio show. Oh, my God, I was like on a high. I was like, yo, I want to hear me some new music. Who got some new stuff out? So I put on my playlist. And SoundCloud is really becoming one of my best friends right now. And this joint was playing, and I'm like, this joint got a nice groove to it. Who is this? So I looked, and they was like, Trina Broussard. I was like, wait, Inside My Love, Trina Broussard? Sailing? Trina Broussard? I was like, dang, she's still making music? I was like, yo, I ain't hear from her in a minute. Like, I was like, oh, snap. And this song was dope. And I was like, yo, I gotta talk about this joint on Current R&B Bangers, yo. Because it's like, to me, it has the 2000 vibe, but it's still got a current swag to it. And that's what I really what caught me. Because I'm sitting up in here and I'm jamming. Because, you know what I'm saying? I'm happy. I just killed the radio show. And I got my cup and I'm rocking. And I'm like, yo, this joint got a nice little groove to it. You know what I'm saying? And then when I found out it was her, I was like, oh, yes, I will be talking about this on Current R&B Bangers, because I haven't heard from her in a minute. So I'm like, if I felt like that way, I know a lot of other people felt that way. So I was like, yo, I got to talk about her. So the song is called Where I'm Supposed to Be. Like I said, it has that 2000 vibe, but it doesn't sound dated. And that's what I like, too. And I feel like these lyrics are her story. It's her story of what she's been through in the industry, because I think she's realized, listen, God has me where he's supposed to have me. And, you know, when you put your truth into a record, when it's from the heart, it reaches the heart. And it's crazy because I was feeling nice and it still reached mine. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes when you drink it, it might, you know, you might like it, and then it's just like, okay, I like the song, you forget about it. I couldn't even forget about the record. I was like, no, I got to talk about this on Current R&B Bangers for real. So, here is Where I'm Supposed to Be by Trina Broussard. Joint goes hard. So here we go. Come on. Come on. Hey. Woo! Come on now. where I'm supposed to be. I'm right where I'm supposed to be. Woo! Like, you know what I'm saying? It still gives you that, you know what I'm saying, 2000, you know, vibe, but it still has a little current bounce to it. And that's what I liked about it. And I was like, yo, I'm going to talk about this joint. And it's just a feel-good register. And, yo, Trina's low register notes on this joint, crazy. I was like, yo, she still got it. Still got it. So, y'all, where I'm supposed to be is all on your streaming, you know, platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, all that good stuff. Yo, support this record. Like I said, you know, it's her truth. And for me, when you got a nice little beat and it's your truth in the record and you can still groove to it, yo, it deserves shine, yo. So that's the last joint, Where I'm Supposed to Be by Trina Broussard. That's it, y'all. That's your 4 bangers for the week. Craig David with Live in the Moment, Madicin with Salute, Melat with Push, and Trina Broussard with Where I'm Supposed to Be. Those are your bangers. Those joints deserve shine. Them clips is hot, y'all. So y'all really check them out. Support them. You know, call your radio stations in, yo, so we can get these PDs to play them, man. Like I said, everybody deserves shine. And like that girl said on the the awards on her acceptance speech last night, it's so many artists that's making R&B music, and they just don't get the shine because of the popularity and the industry is just really pushing for this artist down our throats. And you got artists that is doing the damn thing. These songs are all bangers. Craig David joint was a banger. Madicin joint was a banger. Melat joint was a banger, and Trina Broussard joint was a banger. They deserve much shine, just like the 5 artists that they try to just push on R&B to us. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna continue to bless y'all with current R&B bangers every week, and that's that. But I gotta end on a little rant, y'all. I have to. I gotta do it because on my Instagram yesterday, when I was telling y'all about how I told PJ Morton and Aleesia that y'all winners in my book, and yo, keep doing y'all thing, and this Grammy loss does not mean y'all less than anybody. Y'all represented for R&B the right way. And then I had a picture of both of them while they were on tour, on their sellout tour and all that good stuff. So then this morning I wake up and I get how can I say this? I get a comment on my post, and it said, we need to just forget about R&B because we need to just let the new generation have it. And this was from a 90s artist that was in a group. And I just could not believe it because he knew what I stand for. And I'm like, you follow me and this is all I'm talking about, and you put this in my comments? So it kind of pissed me off because I'm like, first of all, I do current R&B bangers every week. And I'm not pushing, I'm not saying forget about, trap soul or whatever you want to call it and forget about the new stuff. I'm saying there needs to be a balance. That's what I'm saying. And we're not having a balance. And I was like, I couldn't even believe that, because I'm like, you came out in the 90s where the balance was great. You know what I'm saying? You had hip hop that was really starting to really become mainstream, so it was in a lot of the R&B music. You had groups like SWV, and you had Mary, and you had Jodeci, and Boyz II Men, and Intro, and all these artists that was really putting hip-hop into their music. But then we still had, the smooth R&B. There was still a balance. You still had Barry White, Practice What You Preach. You still had, Luther Vandross doing his thing. You still had Patti LaBelle. You still had Aretha. You still had Gladys. You still had all these artists that were smooth. Then you had Kenny Lattimore and Brian McKnight. It was a difference. But people were still getting their shine. It might be a little bit was being underrated, but they were still getting played on mainstream radio. So I couldn't believe somebody that came out of a 90s group that saw that there was a balance is not seeing the balance today. I was like, I could not believe that he was like, yo, you need to forget it. I will never forget it because this generation needs a balance. And then that's why everybody is starting to sound the same. Like I said, all these 4 R&B bangers that I played, y'all, they were different. 2 of them had the new vibe, the current vibe to it, and 2 of them still had that R&B that still was classic R&B. You know what I'm saying? That still deserves to get shine. And I was just like, I could not believe it. I was like, so if you feel like this, a lot of other people feel like this. I'm like, there has to be a balance, because if we hear the radio, everything sounds the same. When you don't know the difference between R&B and hip hop, that's when you know we have a problem. And a lot of people are saying that. A lot of people is like, is this R&B? Is this hip hop? What do we call this? So now people are saying now it's trap soul and this and that. And I'm like, that was never the case when it came to the 90s. It was like this was R&B, but it still had a hip hop swag to it, but it was still R&B. And you knew what hip hop was. Now you don't know what the difference is. And I was just like, there has to be a balance. But I'm not trying to diss the new school. I'm just saying let's have a balance here. And I just couldn't believe a 90s artist that clearly his group was underrated, because there was a lot of people out there during that time. So why would you want an underrated artist not to get their shine? I don't get it. So they kind of pissed me off, and I was just like, it ain't right. It ain't right, and we need a balance. I had to let him know in my comments, there needs to be a balance. I'm not dissing this trap music, and we need to let him have it, because if that's the case, somebody in this trap soul era would have won an R&B award yet, and they haven't. So clearly I'm saying something right. Clearly the Academy is not letting them win, so we're letting them have it. But you have Bruno Mars that's winning that had an R&B based album though. Think about that for a second. That's why I was like, before you come on my page and comment, make sure, and you know why you following me and what I stand for, please don't come with the bullshit. And that's why I had to literally like really get wicked on this dude. Like it was not a game. Like I was just like, I could not believe it. And I said, I will continue to fight for the balance. You don't have to, because clearly you're not making music anymore, but I know I will. I will continue to fight for it. You know what I'm saying? These artists need shine. We need a balance. You know what I'm saying? It pissed me off. And I think about it now, I had to get straight wicked on this dude. Like for real, for real. But y'all, I'm sweating a little bit, so y'all know I'm getting really, really hot. So the rant is over, but I had to let homeboy know, and I had to talk about it on the end of this video. But yo, clearly, like I told you, I was feeling wicked. So my brother Sin, who I talk about on a lot of my videos, and I shout him out a lot of my videos because he helps me with finding new music. He sends me new music, and he's just my brother, and I love this dude to death. And today, he released a massacre today. Like crazy. Yo, like I could not believe what he did today. Today, like I told him, what he did today is, when I put my hand on the stove and, you know, water is boiling, and I'll be like, yeah, I'm trying to keep it there to see how long it's hot, I had to remove my hand because that's how hot this joint is. The joint is called Wicked, and, yo, straight fire, y'all. Straight fire. He coming at people's neck because people sleeping on him. Stop sleeping on him, yo. And y'all backed him into a corner. He had to let y'all people know, like, it's not a game. It is not a game. This is the first single off his album, Infinity. Yo, it's coming out in February, if I'm not mistaken. This is the first single. He is not playing any games. Straight bars. Production is crazy. The record is just stupid. And like I said, he's letting people know, stop playing with his rhyming skills. Y'all gonna stop thinking he's soft with these rhymes. Like, it's not a game. So, yo, I was feeling wicked. My brother came out with a joint entitled Wicked today. I said, why not end with this joint? So here is Wicked, and we gonna go out like this. So here we go.
I'm here to make a statement, but dudes keep forcing my hand. I gotta take this game where it needs to be. I bring out the fear and any half stepping it sees. None of your songs are great weapons to me.
Come on.
Like, let us see when they step into me. I'm wicked. Nobody do it better than me.
Ha! Woo! Come on, yo. Y'all can't tell me that he ain't coming with the fire, yo. Straight fire, yo. Yo, it's cinematic music, baby. It's not a game, yo. Y'all check out his album Infinity. It will be out in February. And I'm out, y'all. Hey, hey, hey. And we out. Peace.